Hello everyone, this is Dom, and in this video we're going to talk about shared content. Shared content is actually a very useful tool here in Social Studio. Um, it allows you to benefit from the work that other teams have done, and you'll be able to utilize content that has already been written on your own social media platforms. So let's just go ahead and hop over into shared content. The place where you will find the shared content is if you look over here on this gray sidebar. Um, you'll see you got your calendar, drafts, performance, tasks, and then under that is shared content. And so we're going to click shared content here, and it's going to take us to the shared content page. And you can see so this portal right here is basically the place where you can find plenty of shared content. Now, this content does not just exist on its own within Social Studio. It was added there by individuals such as yourself, very much like yourself, but social media managers across the VA, and also uh, interns that work with my team. So Sadie here is an intern that works with the digital media engagement team, and she has been adding all sorts of stuff here. Basically, any post that goes up on Vantage Point, on the Vantage Point blog, she and other interns have been adding to shared content. So now the cool thing about this is that you see where this green button is, you can just grab this content and use it. And it takes all of about 3 clicks to get it on your social media calendar, and it's yours to use. And you don't just have to use whatever is presented here in shared content. You can actually go, instead of recently created, you can go to most engaging and display it in a different fashion. So these are the pieces of content that have benefited the most from engagement on social media. And for the ones that can still be used, use this content, you can go ahead and grab it and use it. But if you put in recently created, you can scroll through here and find stuff to use, or you can try to find stuff on a particular topic. Now, notice labels. These come up a lot. We ask our interns to add any labels that are applicable to a piece of content, so that after the fact we can go through and use it in different ways. Now, this is beneficial when it comes to creating reports, but it's also beneficial when you add that content to shared content, because you can actually search by label. So let's say we wanted to find content that had to do with various forms of therapy. So here's therapy. Click on therapy. And now you can scroll through here and try to find content that has to do with therapy. Now, unfortunately, up until about 2 weeks ago, we were putting disable by dates on our shared content. And so it's going to take a while before we build up to a large amount of content that is not already disabled. I wish I could go through and de-disable it. But, we put a lot of content in here. So slowly but surely we'll be having plenty more for you to use in here. And also, once we get every other social media manager across the VA online, there should be plenty shared by them as well. So this shouldn't be too much of an issue for long. But as you can see, we've narrowed it down to just posts about therapy. You can do just posts about blind veterans, and you can see that right there. You can do just posts about research and search for that. And there should be plenty of stuff in here about research. Um, well, that stuff's not. But all this stuff from the Office of Research Development. What about VA research? Let's do that one. VA research. Oops, not research. Research. Notice there's plenty of stuff in here about research. Dave Bartlinski has been sharing a ton of stuff, specifically for Twitter. So any of this stuff you can use. And I will note as well that while, especially for Dave's content, most of it is designed for Twitter, you can actually use it for any platform that you want. You could put it on Instagram if you choose, or Facebook. The only thing that I would note is that if you're going to use something for a platform other than that for which it was designed, you should probably go and check all your handles to make sure they still apply on the platform that you're choosing to use it on. So This is shared content. In another video, I will go through how to actually utilize shared content and add it to your calendar. But this just gives you an idea of all the amazing content that has been created by other individuals across the VA and that you can utilize to build out your content calendar and make sure that your followers always have a fresh flow of new posts to read.